Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Waiting on it will be Richie James. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's the backup Gabbert. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex in that. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
Not too much to show you in terms of scoring
Coach.
plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Tershawn Wharton never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Mayfield now on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Mahomes will throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick here is good. And It's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.